New York State considering a new measure to combat texting and driving, and it has privacy advocates crying foul. And this all stems from a dad his son died in an accident, and he really wanted to find out if the driver involved in that crash was texting, and it took him many months to find out this information. He says it shouldn't be that hard to find out this information, particularly if someone was texting and it led to such an accident where someone lost their life.
Right, and they're calling this the textalyzer, and they're saying it's the breathalyzer for texting. It would allow cops right there at the scene of the accident to access your cell phone and your cell records and see if you were indeed texting at the time of the accident. And as you mentioned, privacy advocates not really loving this idea because they feel as if police should have just cause or probable cause to search your cell phone.
To search your cell phone, but they're saying right now the technology isn't to provide content of your text. It's just to provide usage, the time of day when you use it, to see if you were using it at the time of the accident.
But they're going to say slippery slope, right? Once we allow this, the next step will be the content of your text messages. And I'm wondering, too, if they're able to distinguish between an actual kind of, I'll call it a manual text, which you can't do. You can't be on your handheld device, and maybe a verbal text, because you can use Siri, right, and dictate a text in your car. Would that show that you were texting at the time of the accident, but do they know it's a verbal one, which is allowed in cars, I think, right now?
Right. Well, yeah. I really think this is inevitable. You know, we're seeing more and more traffic accidents that are fatal, really serious accidents, and we know distracted driving is right up there as a cause.
I've said this and I'll say it before, if this is a big and a growing problem, I'm sure they've got technology. The phone can sense how fast it's going, and if you're going over, say, 30 kilometers an hour, then you know what? Just disable the texting feature. You can't do that until you're once again stopped. You're motionless.